One of the best security plugins I've found for WordPress is called Wordfence. It's an enterprise-class security plugin that serves as a firewall, malware scanner, DNS security scanner, and much more. I think that one of the features that caught my eye was enabling two-factor authentication. This is a very secure method of logging in that requires not only your username and password, but interaction from your smartphone as well. Using two-factor authentication could alleviate much of the worry one would have if their username and password were stolen by an attacker, since the username and password are useless without the extra authentication. It monitors your DNS security for any unauthorized changes. Some attackers try to fool the DNS system to simply redirect your domain to a site they've set up elsewhere, usually that looks exactly like your site, in order to get people to try to log in, where they steal their credentials. WordPress monitors this and will notify you if this were to occur. Better WP Security stated that it looked for common backdoors. Wordfence states this as well, but gets a bit more precise about what it blocks. All the common backdoor scripts are listed, and many more than that are stated to be monitored. Wordfence seems to be a far more robust solution for finding and squashing those backdoors. It has an interesting feature that I've not seen elsewhere as well. You can view your traffic in real time. This allows you not only to see normal traffic, but bots as well. It contains information about every host that visits your website, and you can see those details. It's useful in spotting bots and combating them, but it's also just very interesting to see live traffic to your blog. The real-time traffic also uses reverse DNS and geolocation to determine where the attacks are originating. It won't tell you their address, but you can usually determine the country of origin and sometimes the city. The accuracy of the city is sometimes questionable, simply because of the way cables are laid and the way the providers in those areas handle routing and address information. Wordfence integrates with Google's Safe Browsing list as well, so it can scan all the URLs on your site and make sure none of them are flagged as being dangerous. This is very important for comments because, as we discussed in a previous video, WordPress scans for this against Google's list and blocks the URLs that are marked as being dangerous. If you're using WordPress multi-site, this plugin integrates well and will scan all your sites and keep all of them safe without further interaction from you. The free version of WordPress automatically scans your site for malware and all the other things for which it scans once a day. You can upgrade to a premium service to manually be able to schedule scans. Premium users also have commercial support, but there are online forums where you can get help from both the community and Wordfence moderators. Remember, security is a layering process. You need multiple levels of protection in order to properly secure your site. Plugins like Wordfence and Better WP Security do a lot of this layering on their own. Just be wary not to overlayer. You don't want too many overlapping features in your security plugins. They can conflict with one another or consume too many resources on the server, or both. I do recommend installing one or the other. Both might fall into that category of overkill, but it may not be the end of the world either. You should experiment with installing both in your environment to see what kind of performance and functionality hit your site takes from it. If everything seems fine, by all means, keep both installed. We'll continue our security lesson in our next video on best practices.